Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Monkey Wrench. I'm Kelly, the monkey with the wrench. Today I'm taking a day off. The house is almost done. Hung up all the new shutters yesterday. We bought new vinyl shutters. Had to prime and paint those and get them hung with new hardware, and the house is looking pretty good. The new pool still has not arrived yet, but we ordered a second one. Got the first one for free. And so I'll be making a video on that here in the next week or so, putting in her new pool and building the ladder, hooking up the pump, all that stuff. So I'm taking the day off. Actually, I'm taking the weekend off here in sunny, beautiful Florida. And the worst part about living in Florida and making YouTube videos is the fact that I have to wear a shirt for you people. Oh, it's like 88 degrees, sunny, breezy. And it's March 2nd or something. So there you go. But trying to get caught up on a few things. We are discussing shop options, actually. I'm going to be getting rid of the van. There it is. And I'm going to be upgrading to a 24 or 26 foot travel trailer, a new one, with all the bangs, bells, and whistles. And we are considering buying a shipping container and using it as a shop. I've been doing that for 20 years here and there, and it's a pretty good option, and I've got a nice shady area over here, and I may end up doing that. But for right now, I have got this Viper Pit from hell. I've been here now almost 2 months and wasn't sure what was going to be happening, so I've kind of got my stuff on one side, her stuff on the other. It's all a mess in here. Nothing is usable. The white cabinet's got to go. The shelving unit's got to go. The plastic drawer crap's got to go. There's all kinds of stuff here that needs to go. The space is completely unusable. I put this up top. Here in Florida, we have hurricane wood. That's these big sheets of plywood up there. And when a hurricane's coming, like Ian last year, we take those and we bolt them to the house to cover the windows. So that stuff is a necessary evil, and because the shed is so high, I said, hey, let's get these off the floor. Let's get them off from sitting up against the wall. So I just took some 2x4s, put them together, and slid all that wood up there. And then I took all the lightweight stuff. There's fishing rods and a shop vac and seed spreader and just big empty gas cans, stuff like that, and we threw them up there to get them off the floor. And as each day goes by, the space here where I park my bike gets worse and worse and worse. So what I'm gonna do is what I always do. I like milk crates. I moved half of my stuff inside of milk crates. It makes so that you don't over heavy too many boxes. They're good and strong. They are cubes and they work really well. So today I'm going to be mounting an entire length across the top here of milk crates right to the wood frames so that I have shelving, and then I'm eventually going to go all the way around and all the way up here, and then we'll be able to get rid of all of this stuff and have nice 14-inch deep solid cube shelves. I'm going to end up putting a small workbench in here on one side and just kind of hanging tools, getting things up off the ground. I'm getting a new, that's a small version, but I'm going to be getting, hopefully in the next few days, a completely tall rolling toolbox. So I'm going to have to keep that in mind. That's probably going to go over there with this. And then the generator is going to have to be put somewhere. I've got her generator and a customer generator and just a bunch of stuff here. So if you've been with me this long, I promise the rest of the video is going to be pretty quick. I'm just going to move a few things out of the way so I can stand in the corner. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm doing real quick, and then I'll show you the finished product for this afternoon. Now I happened to have recently put up all of this stockade fence, so I have tons of scrap laying around. That's a little bit wider than I want, so we'll just break it down to manageable sizes. I've already cut the length Now it will fit correctly, just like so. And all I'm going to do now is take some screws. I'm going to put 2 screws through it and go right into the wood. So let's see if I can get you an angle on that. And in case you're wondering, I'm just using some 2-inch drywall screws. And all I'm going to do I didn't move anything out of the way, like I said I would. But I will here shortly. Because I have a complete 2x4 to drill to. Now, all that wood does that I put up in there is act like a washer so that the screw doesn't pull completely through. And now I have Chevelbes. Now, depending on the type of weight that you may put up in there, you may find that you want to use a little bit of thicker wood. You know me. Stay. I like to use what I have laying around. If you were to use some metal backing plates, even, and I'm becoming famous for using bed frame, if you cut that to the proper length and you use that to hold it up, they would never rot, they would never fall. I just happen to have an entire pile of crap left over from when I put up that stockade fence. So I'm using that as backer. This ammo box is full, not of ammo. I wouldn't do that. But it is full of tools. That is my backup kit that I take with me with my 0 turns. So it's full of ratchets and sockets and screwdrivers and pliers. Oh my. So the only other thing I wanted to mention was, whenever possible, make sure that at least one side of your milk crate is touching the frame somewhere. Now, if you're on a flat wall, you wouldn't have to worry about that. I get my milk crates for free. The next one will go right next to it, and I'm going to put a complete set across here, and I'll show you that in a minute. And if you wonder where you can get milk crates for free, don't do it without asking. But if there happens to be a Family Dollar, a Dollar General, even some supermarkets will let you have them. Stop in, especially at the Dollar General and them, because they're not responsible for their milk crates. I've never been told no at multiple locations. They keep them outside next to the dumpster, and they always say, yeah, sure, take as many as you want. I only take as many as I need. In this case, it'll be probably about 20 of them total, because I will be going up and down with some shelves as well. But I'll show you after I get a few more of these mounted exactly what it's going to look like. Sorry, it's a little dark in there. All right, so I've been doing stuff on and off all day, but I probably started this video an hour ago, and I had to go get more milk crates. What I wanted to show you, there we go. The wood that I used is very thin. It's like 3/8 of an inch thick, and I just busted those spare pieces up, put 2 screws in each one, and threw a few things on or inside of the shelves so that you would have an understanding of the types of things that you might be able to fit in there. I'm going to be able to fit a ton of tools in there, and depending on the weight that you might have, you can see I hung my caulk gun up there. I even hung a grinder off of there. There's a caulk gun over there hanging off. The idea is that if you're going to be hanging these things, put some light stuff in there. You know, fill them up with spray paint cans, stuff like that. Stuff that takes up a lot of room but doesn't weigh a whole lot. And you'll be able to do that. I'll be able to do that on both sides here. I'll do it again on this whole side over here. And then I will be using them, as I always do, probably 2 wide. And they'll stack on top of each other and go all the way up. And I just use them for shelves. They're very strong. You can use old wood. When I tear this thing apart, I will probably cut cubes out of this wood and put it in the bottom of those just to give it extra strength so they don't sag down if I put any extra weight in there. They're so easy to put up. The whole thing only took me about 15 minutes. They're not exactly straight because, you know, I have stuff over top holding those down. But the idea was to give me some good strong shelves that I could get stuff up off the floor, out of boxes, where I can get to it. And there you go. I even put some screws in the wall there so I could hang on my disc, my metalworking disc for my grinder, that kind of stuff. I'm going to put a piece of wood there and put screws in it so I can hang up my wrenches, stuff like that. But you can organize so much using milk crates. They never rot. They're very strong. They're lightweight and they're easy to deal with. So I hope this video helped. Throughout my videos upcoming on the channel, you'll see me doing more work inside of this shed until we get a proper shop. So you'll be able to see just how much cube storage I actually put up and actually use. Believe it or not, that stuff's high enough above my head that I can get to everything, I can reach everything. The tools that I may not use every single day will get put up in there. It's just such a beautiful, inexpensive way to get shelves and use them. Cube storage. This box of screws from the local hardware store cost me $5. The wood that I used is out of that pile right there. You can use any kind of scrap wood you have. And the milk crates were free, so for $5, and I have a whole box of screws left. So for, you know, $1 and an hour's worth of my time, I now have shelves up that I can use right now. I can start taking stuff out of the stuff off the floor, putting it up where I want it to be, and I can start using it an hour later. To me, it doesn't look bad at all. I have no problem with black plastic boxes. And anyway, thanks for stopping by. Hit the like button. It's somewhere between my chin and my balls. Subscribe if you haven't. We just broke 2,500 and we're growing every day. Thanks for stopping by. See you soon.